This is where we have real, raw, and unfiltered conversations on the matters to do with the young people, on the matters that affect you as a young person. Today we're diving into a big conversation that is building capacity for greatness as young people. So, wewe kama kijana, you want to become great, you want to become successful. We all have ambitions, and there's no shame in having ambitions. We all have dreams. There's that one thing that you want to achieve in life. But what is that one thing that is required so that you can become great? It's something that we call capacity. And that's one thing that we're going to understand today, because I'm joined with an amazing guest full of experience, and he deals with the young people. Kwa hivyo, ikifika kwa mambo ya vijana, he's well experienced. Without further ado, help me welcome, that is Mr. John Maneno, to our show. Hello, sir. How are you?
Thank you.
You're doing well?
I'm well. I thank God for keeping me. He has been a good shepherd from the beginning of the year. This far, he has kept me.
Wow.
I'm grateful that I'm still holding on the faith, and I'm still trusting him for great things that he has promised. Some he has accomplished through me, others there to come. Yes.
Tunazidi kumngoja Mungu, right?
Sure.
Okay, and today we're having an amazing conversation today with you in studio that is building capacity for greatness. Let's start with you. Back when you were young, what did greatness look like to you?
Growing up and understanding the word greatness, I would look at my teachers while I was at primary. I would look at my teachers in high school. I would look at the pastors and the family members that in my little mind I believe they had achieved, and that's what I thought is greatness, whereby I'm able to do a number of things with ease. I've mastered a number of things. I'm excelling in certain fields. That's what was greatness to me in those years. Yes.
What about now that you have grown up? Is it the same thing?
There are things that have remained constant. There are others that I've come to learn that when it comes to greatness, there are things that will change because of your experience, because of what you have learned, and because of the sphere you are in. So that's what I will say is that there are things that have remained, but there are things that I've learned that are, when I'm talking of greatness, that I still yearn to achieve or I have already achieved. Yes.
Oh, that's great. And what does, now help us understand, what does it really mean to build capacity for greatness?
Now, as a believer, when we talk of capacity, we fall back to what God intends us to achieve and what God has built in us. If you look in Psalm 139, it talks of He has built us, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And in verse 14, it talks of He has written everything in His book pertaining us. So that means that when we talk of capacity, we want to understand that where am I going for me to get there? There are things I have to build. So capacity is that ability for you to hold something, to contain something. From a layman language, where guys who hated math, but we talked of capacity when it was talking of what can this container hold. So when we talk of capacity as young people, we are talking of what should I have to hold that which God has for me. Because there is a lot God has for you as a young person, but you cannot be entrusted with it until you build that capacity, until you build the muscles, the ability to hold it. Whether it is in relationship, it's in the corporate world, it's in the professional life, it's in the spiritual life. Capacity is everything that you need.
Well, I love that. And now this brings us to that aspect, you know, that is the identity, and also that is a journey of self-discovery. How does it play a role in greatness?
When you talk of greatness and self-discovery, because you cannot be great until you discover what you are or who you are supposed to be. We are living in a tech world where we talk of you buy a gadget, there is the user manual. And that's exactly, that manual tells you this is the capacity, this is the ability of this gadget. The same thing, as a young person, as an individual, you cannot achieve something until you understand, do you have the ability? So all about capacity is that ability for you to hold that gift, to hold that assignment, to hold that office God will give you. So when we talk of it, capacity as a young person, I'm talking of if it's you want to get to this profession, what do you need? That's the question you ask when we are talking of identity. What is that I need? What is that will make me? So identity should not just be concentrating on one aspect, but should be holistic. Because if I develop my career, I've excelled in my profession, but I don't have the right skills to relate with people, I'll fall down.
Oh, yeah.
And as believers, we look at example of two guys. We have David and you have Saul. The Bible only brings to us about Saul. A guy was looking for animals, and we are not told very much about his history in childhood. So this guy, there was greatness for him to be a king, but he did not have the capacity. And we see from the mistakes he does. But for David, God decided to choose this young man from the wilderness. Even the father himself was not able to count him as one of the sons. He was just he mentioned as a, by the way, I have a boy. And it's like, no, that's the guy we need. Because this young man, if you look at him, what he did in the wilderness, where he was, the things he would do, these are the same lessons he come when he's meeting with the Goliath, and he says, I know there is God. I know he helped me to fight wildebeest in the desert where there was nobody, where it was life and death. I would have died and nobody would have known that I was there. And from that element of trusting God, trusting the ability that God has given me this assignment, but for me to execute the assignment, I still need him. But we are living in a generation where people think that as long as I want to be a doctor, as long as I get the certificate, I don't need anything else.
Yeah, that is the mentality of the young people. As long as I get employed, I don't need anything else. Is it a good mentality to have?
It's a faulty mentality. It's a mentality that is not from God. Because even in what we call the secular world, we talk of mentorship, we talk of internship. Like the doctors, they have to go for almost a year for internship for you to be allowed now to start practicing. Why? For you to be helped, having gotten this paper, this certificate of a degree, a diploma, master's, you need somebody who has gone before you to help you to understand that this is how I can do it. And that's what we are talking of capacity. This person is shaping you. This person is telling you that now this is how we do things. So when we talk of capacity, it's not like a big guy standing there to fix you. But this big guy who is like a mentor to you, helping you, to sharpen you, to model you. Because each and every step, you will need somebody to model you. And that's when we talk of capacity building, it's that stage of somebody is helping you to build, to mold you. Even if when you have gotten that PhD, those who are doing their PhD, you will find there are a number of professors helping you to work on that PhD. So you cannot say that I only need a teacher when I am in junior secondary or in primary or in high school, but it's something, it's a reality of life. Come to marriage, you will need somebody who has been ahead of you to help you to build that capacity of marriage, because relationship is one of the younger generation says mimi huogopa ujimoto na kuoleka ama kuoa. Or simu kuniambia data imebaki this. But when you talk of relationship, because we are talking of especially the GNC, Gen Alpha, and we are about to get Gen Beta. These are a group of people who are brought in the tech world. So they are very connected in the social media, but physically, they don't have the skills. And that's why when they get to the relationship, they are unable to you see, it's just a tick on the Facebook. But this one is a real person who has a lot of thought. And when we talk of capacity, this is what we need to understand. We need to embrace our failures. Because failure is part of building capacity.
Actually, I think the young people usually think, because I've failed on this thing that I wanted to achieve, let me not focus on it, nifanye kitu ingine. That's what the young people wanafanya. That's what napata mtu amefanya mambo mingi. Yani maisha yake ni circle when it comes to the young people. And now my question is this: when it comes to mentorship, something that you've mentioned, I as a believer, I as a Christian, can I have a mentor who is not a believer?
My answer is yes and no.
Why?
There is a book I read by Napoleon Hill. It's not a Christian book, but it's a book I really got a number of things from it, called Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill says, when you are doing anything, work with the experts. So, as a believer, if what I want to do, if I get, like, now you are in the journalism world or the social, so you may have somebody who may not be a believer, but he is a star or she's a star in the world of journalism. So you may relate with him or her to tap into the element of journalism, not his belief systems. That's why I've said yes and no. When it comes now, they will tell you now, after work we go out and have a drink. And you know, when you talk of a drink, it's more of alcohol. Then on that one you say, on this one, we part ways. I've trained as a counseling psychologist. There are some of the counselors and the psychologists I follow even online, I read their books. They are not believers. But there are concepts and principles that they are teaching, which I follow. But when it comes to something that contradicts God's principle, then we part ways on that. So when we talk of, you have said people run away from failure. The question you should ask yourself is this: what did I learn from this failure? There's a guy called Edison, the guy who discovered electricity, the bulbs. He did it for many years, failing. But he learned that if I do this, it will not work. If I do this, it will work. So failure is part of your building your capacity. If we go back to our person David, David, when he noticed that he had committed adultery with one of his soldiers, the wife to one of his soldiers, he did not start blaming and say, you see, this lady was outside, I was just moving. No, he acknowledged it. When the prophet came and confronted him and told him this is wrong, he said, I've done it wrong. So as young people, we need to understand that in capacity building, when you make a mistake, when you fail, the first thing is take responsibility.
Wow. Don't
blame anybody. Number two, ask yourself, what did I do wrong? Or what skills did I not have? Because sometimes we make mistakes because we did not have the right skills. And that's where the mentor comes in. You go to him, you go to her and tell him, I failed here. What can I do?
Okay.
How can I improve? Because we are living in a world you have to improve every day.
Now, it is that starts in the mindset. Because we have 2 minutes, briefly, what mindset limits the young people from greatness?
One is the mindset of, I'll be great in a day. We need to understand greatness is a process. It's not an event. Number two, when I failed, I am bad. You need to separate between failure or the mistake and the individual. I made a mistake, or I sinned. As I believe, I sinned. I am not sin.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
That's the difference. You need to understand that I made a mistake. I fell into fornication. Okay? So you are not fornication. You fornicated. And now I need to understand, I need now to set boundaries and make sure that when I'm relating with the opposite gender, I need to have boundaries. I made a mistake, I found myself into fornication, but now I need to have some checks. So I should not sit there and say, I got pregnant, I'm no longer virgin, I didn't do this, I didn't make this. You need to get to that point and say, I made a mistake. let me rise up.
Embracing the mistake.
Embrace the mistake and learn from it. Don't be again that person. You see, mi ukua hivyo.
Najikuta tu.
Mi ujikuta tu.
They say, yeah.
Ujikuti tu. Kuna tabia unafanya, kuna mambo unafanya, unaruhusu ujikute hivyo. Because the world is full of principles. When you apply the right principle, things happen. When you apply the wrong principle, things don't happen. So you need to tell yourself, I have done wrong. I need to learn from this. I need somebody to hold up my hand. From where I am, there are many mistakes I've done, but I sit back and ask myself, why did I not do this? So
asking yourself those questions.
It's very important.
Let's hold up kidogo hapo. We go for a short break. For our viewers, tell me, what are you learning so far? What's your take on this thing that you're talking about today, that is building capacity for greatness? What you've been told, greatness starts from that is faith, mindset, discipline, and also having mentors. We're going for a short break. Make sure that you get to interact with me. That is our social media handle, that is on Facebook and YouTube at Mizpah Tv Kenya, hashtag Nisifa Sato, and still we can use the WhatsApp number, that is on 0799 200 100, and we'll be right back after the short break. Stay tuned. To this amazing segment, that is Mazungumzo Wazi Wazi, where you have real, raw, and unfiltered convos on the matters that affect you as a young person. But today we're talking about something that is really transformative, that is building capacity for greatness, because all want to become successful, you want to become billionaire, you want to have that G-Wagon, yani kila mtu ako na dreams zake. But there's something that people don't talk about, building capacity for greatness. And to those who are tuning right now, we have an amazing guest with us in studio, Mr. Maneno, and ametuambia greatness starts from, that is mindset, discipline, faith, and also having mentors. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you.
And I love the way you bring it out. I believe the young people are learning a lot when it comes to building capacity and greatness. And now there's something that I want us to talk about. That is the practical part. Beyond faith, what practical disciplines should the young people embrace?
Great. One thing that I take it as is the lie of the devil, whereby believers think we can only excel in the spiritual circles. But if you look at it very keenly, go back to the book of Exodus 31. Talks of, God tells Moses that I have chosen a certain family and certain guys who have good skills in building. In our layman language, you would say, I've chosen guys who are architects. If you study your Bible very well, and you will notice that God expects us not only to excel in the spiritual component, but even in other assignments, because the whole world belongs to God. And he has chosen a few to be on the pulpit. The majority of us need to serve God in our various spheres. I am a soldier in the military. I am a mechanic. I am the guy, the plumber, the guy who will go and unlock the sewage system. So that what God needs is, I need to grow. The Bible itself tells us in Luke chapter 2 and verse 52 that Jesus grew in stature, in knowledge, finding favor with men and with God. For you to find favor, it means you have to have skills. So what happens is that the lie the devil preaches to us is that I need to pray so that I understand how to do mathematics. I believe in miracles, but there is a part that prayer will not do.
It's true, yeah.
So having prayed for God to help me to pass that mathematics as a student in Form 2, in Form 3, in Form 4, I need to go now and do the practical thing. The practical thing is, can I go and visit my teacher so that he helps me to build my capacity in that area of mathematics? So that I will excel. I will have prayed, but the teacher is there, paid to teach me. So I need to do that. Go back to those who are in college. Yes, I have gone to the Acacia, I've gone to Prayer Mountain, I've done that. But I need to do my assignments.
People forget about the assignments.
Yes.
Yeah, apart from faith.
I am working. As much as I will go for morning devotion and pray for my job, for my boss, my boss has the obligation to punish me if I arrive left. He's not a demon. And that's why Romans, the book of Romans, Paul says that the king has the sword to discipline,
it's true.
to execute judgment. That means, having been a believer, I need to have those disciplines. Disciplines in that if I have to go and work, can I prepare? Can I submit my assignments on time?
On time, yeah.
Can I be among the best? If it is my class work, have I completed the assignment? Next week, students will be going back to school.
Yeah, it's true.
It will be a disgrace to the kingdom of God. I am the SKU leader. I am the leader in the Christian Union or in our church. And I'm going back next week and I've not done my assignment.
Even
that's not God.
The books, yeah.
That if the teacher punishes me, the teacher does not have a demon. In fact, if that teacher does not punish you, that teacher is a wicked teacher. That's my take.
And also, let's talk about something that you've mentioned, and it sounds interesting. That is finance. There's something that I read on social media, walikuwa wanasema that most of the young people who are in the Christian world, they are poor. What do you have to say about that?
I will say that's a lie. You see, there is something we talk of generalizing in psychology, whereby I generalize things without facts. The truth is, there are people in the Christian faith who are truly poor. But we also have very rich people in the Christian faith. There are people in the world who are very poor. But still we have very rich people in the world. When it comes to poverty and riches, it's about principles. You see, God is a righteous God and justiful God. When you apply the right principles, they will work.
Principles, that the key thing.
So when it comes to finances, we have right principles about finances. So whether you are born again or not, the principle will work for you if you apply it. If I wake up early, go to work, if I get what I receive, I budget for it, I will end up excelling. But if I'm that person patapotea, shughuli tajipa.
Today I appear, tomorrow I don't appear.
Yes. So I go to work, I don't perform. If I'm a businessman or a woman, my clients come and they can't find me. I am unpredictable. They will go to somebody else.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter whether you are born again or not. But if you are born again now, you have an upper hand.
Yeah, it's true.
Because other than your effort, there is somebody higher helping you. You read in the book of Genesis about the guy called Isaac. Isaac went and planted in the land. That year, the Bible tells us, as much as it was a year of drought, he tilled the land, he planted, and God blessed it. So people started coming to him and believed and telling him that, you see, umeweza kujipatia shughuli, uko na vyakula, we want to buy from you. So those are the things that as believers we need to understand. What I said, what I borrowed from the book Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. He talks of if you get the right principles. The same thing, even another leadership guru, John Maxwell, he explains a number of principles on how there is that circle of influence. There are things you can influence. There are things that are from outside your sphere that you cannot influence them.
Okay.
So as a believer, you need to understand, I've prayed, I've done this, I've given my tithe, I've done this and this and this and this. But if I am a farmer, have I go to the land and tilled it? If I'm a mechanic, do I have the right spare parts and the right gadgets? Do I have the right technology? Okay. So that's what we need to know as young people, that other than practicing the Christian disciplines, there is other things that God will not do. He expects you to do it.
Do it, do it. The young people, I believe that you're learning a lot. Please get to interact with me on the social media handles. What is that one thing that you have learned and you're going to apply it practically? And then let's look about that is influence, something that you mentioned, and also let me add that is distractions. How can the young people avoid distractions on their journey of greatness? Distractions come as social media, peer pressure as well.
Now, you see, we are living, social media is not an evil tool. It's a tool. So it's neither good or bad. It's how you use it. In social media, there are people who will love to live a fake life. And that's where you find young people wants to follow that fake person. The group that says, Ni God Maze. Ni God Maze, yes, I believe it. But can you explain, can you account?
Yeah.
How did God move you from point A to point B?
Yeah.
God does not work with magic. God respects process because he has put there the process.
And he builds a foundation.
Does it. The other thing is, when it comes to social media, we need to ask ourselves, is this social media making me to grow, stagnate, or misleading me? Being a counselor, I am in a number of groups that propagate counseling so that I can learn one or two things about the field I am in. Being a minister of the Word of God, I also get myself online on platforms that help me to build my work as far as a minister of the gospel is concerned. So as a young person, you need to ask yourself that. The problem we have now in counseling, it's more of a, I may call it a new thing. We're talking of media addiction. It's a form of addiction that is really serious. And that's where we advise young people, if you find yourself now, you are unable to control, then you need to seek help.
Then what tells you that I'm addicted? Because most of the young people are always on phones.
You are addicted if, one, when you wake up, what is the first thing you do?
Mmefikiwa guys, mmefikiwa. Mko wapi? Watu kuamka unachukua simu.
Number two, can you calculate the number of hours you spend on your phone?
Okay.
And the number of hours you spend with real people. And not only phone, your tab, your video game and what have you, PlayStation. So you need, when you notice that the first thing you do when you wake up is phone.
Oh God.
The last thing you do before you sleep is your phone or your gadget. Then you are addicted.
You're addicted to social media?
The other thing is, if that social media or that gadget takes most of your time, whereby you are supposed to be doing your revision, you are on the WhatsApp, you are on TikTok. You are supposed to be on duty, like those who are working. You're supposed to be working. Instead of working, you are on that. And then that's an addiction. Even those who are working on online, you will know you are working if what you are doing is related to your work. But if you find what you are doing is not really related to your work, you're just checking TikTok, so and so did this, posted this, did that, did this, then you are not working. Yes.
That's when you say that you are addicted to social media.
Yes.
But on that journey of building that capacity for greatness, can social media help you?
Yes, it can.
How?
I've said, not once, not twice, I find myself, I attend meetings that are outside Kenya. I've attended a number of meetings of counselors and psychologists in America. Online, people I don't know, but I learned something about it. I've learned something on gender-based violence from a psychologist doing something very good in India. That's when I noticed, as much as India is a big country, it also have ghettos and poor people, real poor, who need help. But how did I learn it? Through that social media, using Zoom, using Google Link and what have you. So as a young person, you may not be able to connect with that great man or woman you want to to mentor you. But can you follow his clips? Can you follow his links and learn a number of things from him, from her? John Maxwell is one of the leaders I love following on leadership. And I take time and listen on a certain concept, study it, listen to him over and over. That's social media. And Mark, you see, social media is not something that came today. Social media has been evolving.
Yes, true.
Every generation had its own social media. The generation of my father and my mother, their social media was the radio and the TV. Was the first, to them that was the real thing. Now we are talking of TikTok and what have you. My generation, whom are being considered to be ancestors by Gen Zs, you will find us on Facebook. But the Gen Zs, they are on TikTok. They have moved. They are planning to move to another one. You will find by the time Generation Beta are coming in, they will have something else. So the thing is, what are you doing on that social media?
That is the big question that they're supposed to ask themselves.
Is it adding value?
Okay.
Is what you are watching or listening to building where you are going to? If you want to understand math, and then you are watching a clip on geography, you will be confused. If you want to develop, like in our school where I work, you find there are a lot of video clips on geographical features, where the student will sit down, watch them, and they can now understand when you are talking of this physical feature, this is how it does. So it's social media, but I'm using it the right way. Right now we are on a program and we are talking to young people. You can sit there and listen to us. Also, some of us, or some of your friends, you may find they have switched to another funny channel, watching dirty things. So social media is never evil. What you use it, how you use it, is what will determine it.
Wow, that's powerful. And let's think about, are there challenges, when it comes to building capacity to greatness that the young people can encounter in between?
Yes, there are many challenges. And one of it is when we talked of mentors. Sometimes you are a young person, but you don't have a mentor. You want to pursue engineering, but you don't know which engineering, because we have many courses as far as engineering is concerned. I want to be a journalist. Which part of journalism? It's a wide thing. So when you don't have a mentor, it may be an impediment to you. Another thing is availability of finances. Mostly you find people who come from a background where finances is a challenge, they lack that exposure. And because of not having that exposure, they end up not being able to build the capacity. Take an example of this young man who has passed. We have seen it on the media many times. He has passed, he has gotten an A. He has been called to a university to go and do medicine, but he does not have finances. He will end up not being a medic. But another young person who has not really done it well, but the parents have the resources to take him to a private university, they will take him and he will pursue that course. So that may be a challenge. Another thing is negative peer influence, whereby young people, I want to be with my friends. But the question is, are your friends having the same vision as you are?
Okay.
I've seen it working in a school setup. Somebody chooses subject X because his friend has taken it.
Yeah, it happens.
But this person does not have the capacity, the ability to pass. And he drops this subject because his friend dropped it. So that can be a challenge to this person. That the friends who are around him, that misled him. The other thing that really hurts me is about parents. We are living in a busy society where parents are pursuing their goals, their dreams, but they forget being a parent to that child. So an absentee parent. And because this child does not have the father, does not have the mother, or they are absent, so he will not have somebody to direct him, and will not be able to build that capacity. And I've talked of, when we are talking capacity, issues of relationship. I may excel in my profession, but in my social skills, I did not have a father to teach me this is how people relate. I did not have a mother who taught me this is how we do things. So I was left alone.
Can you say for those people, that's where mentorship comes in?
Yes. Part of it is mentorship. Part of it is the responsibility of a parent. Because as a parent, you need to build, to help your child. And also, you see, parents, the Bible talks of children are like arrows. So as a parent, you are the ball that direct this arrow, how far it can go. Parents play a very significant role in helping the child to be a great man, to be a great woman. Talk of many men and women who have excelled in their life. They will talk of my father, my mother, my aunt, my uncle. Because a child will not be dreaming of being a doctor if he has never seen a doctor probably in the family, or he has not interacted with a doctor. So it will be something strange to him. So parents have a responsibility of helping this boy, helping this girl to grow up and start exploring things, exposing this child to avenues. Take the child to places, the child discover there are these things, there are people who work this way, people who do these things. That helps that child to grow. But when we don't have a parent, that child loses focus. Many of them will lose.
That's sad, but for the young people, make sure that at least you have a mentor to conquer such kind of challenges. And now, let me ask you, is greatness a personal success, or is it about more impact?
It's both. It's not just personal success, but it's part of it. Because there are things as an individual, having known that God wants me to excel in the field of medicine, in the field of humanitarian world, I need to take up the initiative. Another thing is, I need people to help me to achieve that. There are doors that will open by your effort. There are doors that will often open because somebody opened it for you. Somebody created that platform. You need somebody to introduce you. And that's why even in the secular world, we talk of referees. That you write your CV, but you need to put on a referee. This is a person who can say yes. And that referee can either shut that door or open that door for you. Because he or she will say, I know this person. This person has this ability. This person can do this. There's a book I read by an army general called Smith. It talks of tools of leadership. And he says, as a leader, you are the one who motivate people. And you can identify, like what has just ended the Chan we lost yesterday. It was very painful. But you see, in football, like that coach, he is the one who was able to choose and say, this one can play this number or this position. I can choose so and so from this team. So, like to those young men, they will say this coach is the one who opened that national platform and international platform to expose us, because Kenya, we have never been on such. I was listening to one of the reporters says the first time we had such an encounter, it was back in 1987. Since then, so it means almost 2-3 generations of football, or 4 generations have gone, and we have never gotten that platform. But these young men, I'm pretty sure most of them, you will start noticing they will be taken up with bigger clubs. Why? Sure. Because this coach set up a platform for them. So they cannot say, I had the skills. Yes, they had the skills. But somebody was to come and hold them and tell them, this is a platform. Stand here. Show your skills. So for them to continue, I listened to one of the young man who is just 19 years. With this ability, may not have been poached to this senior tournament, but the coach was like, I think I can give an opportunity to this young man.
Wow.
So that's why I've said both, that there is your own effort, there's also other people who will contribute to your greatness.
Okay, so this is what I'm taking from this. For our viewers, greatness is not just about where you're going, but who are lifting you to rise and who can serve you into the purpose that God has for you. As we wind up, what is the final word that you can give to our viewers, the young people, on building capacity to greatness?
One is that you need to network with other people. That's where mentorship comes in. And you need to be very cautious the kind of people you interact with. Not everybody. Those who are not building towards where you are going to, drop them. The other thing is there is the element of giving out to the society. By you just volunteering your time, your gift, your skills, gives you a platform to understand that for sure I can do this, for sure I am able to do this. For me to have come to know that I am gifted in the counseling field, it involved a lot of volunteer work. Volunteering in church, volunteering in the community. That's when I noticed that, oh, I can help somebody in this area.
Wow. Thank you so much for availing yourself for the show. We have learned a lot together with my viewers, and we're looking forward to having you more and more. For our viewers, thank you so much for tuning in for this amazing segment that is Mazungumzo Wazi Wazi, where we have real, raw, and unfiltered conversations on the matters affect you as a young person. Just a reminder that we'll be having, that is the Ladies of Nobility Conference that will be happening at Mizpah Prayer Center this coming month, that is September. It will be happening, that is from the 15th to the 19th. Kama huko unajua and you're a lady out there, ladies of all age groups, denominations, nyinyi wote mmekaribishwa. So make sure that you tell a friend to tell a friend. For more information, contact 0727766553. We are going for a short break, then we'll be right back with more for you. Stay tuned.